Hello, you're stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. A couple minute riff on IT and IT security. Today looking at secure coding guidelines. You know, I love looking at clean code. I love sitting down with a developer or a local entrepreneur or any one of our many amazing tech companies in the Detroit and Ann Arbor corridor. And then they're walking me through, say this does this, this does that, there's this piece of the framework that communicates to this, and it's a thing of beauty, right? It's a thing of pure beauty and pure craftsmanship and pure joy to see these projects come together. But of course I'm on the security side, so then I'm oftentimes called to poke holes in it and say, did you think about this, did you think about that? So tip to you, one way to set up your development program and hopefully minimize those poking of holes is to have secure coding guidelines. Now, secure coding guidelines, it's a requirement of many standards, and it's a little bit vague, right? Guidelines for what? What are we doing? It can be really high level. What do you mean I got guidelines? I've got people who know how to do what they're doing. Why would we need guidelines? It can be very confusing. I've got people who are writing SQL database scripts. Are they developers? Should they be following the same guidelines as the people who are writing web apps? I don't think I'm going to get SQL injection in my SQL database script because I'm already in my database, right? There's a lot of confusion. So you can simplify this. You can simplify this pretty easily in a couple different ways. One is by taking whatever standard that you're following and plugging out the key things they're looking for, right? Creating a table, say here's the key things that this standard is going to look for. Or, like so many of us, we have multiple standards we're trying to follow, all the standards that we're aligned to, putting them in a table. Next thing, my favorite phrase ever, where applicable, and where technically feasible, right? Where applicable, meaning I'm going to list 6 different things that you should do. Maybe only 2 of them apply to a database script, maybe 4 of them apply to web apps. Where technically feasible, I'm going to list 6 different broad strokes you can do, and maybe you're going to have a project that's not feasible, or maybe you've got an entire DLL that you're just not going to refactor and recompile, or maybe there's some business reason why you're going to accept the rest. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. So you say where technically feasible and where applicable. Here's all the things that we're looking for, right? SQL injection, buffer overruns, command injection, right down the list. Bad sessioning, right down the list. Then you explain at a high level what's the strategy for the guideline. SQL injection, our strategy is we're going to use parameterized queries and we're going to use database procedures. And the next thing is some references and some links out to OWASP or out to your favorite developer of choice, MSDN if you're a Microsoft developer, whatever it may be, not to Stack Overflow. I mean like legitimate sources that says here's how to code it this way. So now you've got basically a table that a developer can follow as a checklist when they're creating their code. Go ahead and check down through it and implement it. And also, from a development perspective, think of checklist manifesto, that makes for a stronger developer. From a audit perspective, that makes for an easier audit because you're already, scan line, here's what I expect, here's what I see, here's the link. And from an overall craftsman perspective, now you got a better product and a demonstratively better way to create a better product. What do you think? You've seen some good secure coding guidelines. I'm actually working on a couple samples. I'd love to hear your input. If you got one, shoot it to me. Hit me up in comments or on social media. Cheers.